guys, Marty Schwartz here. GuitarJams.com is the site, and I'm stoked to be here to give you a little funky groove lesson. I haven't done one of these in a while. When I was doing lessons with Next Level Guitar, I think the first lesson I ever did was like a funk kind of thing. So I just want to go over and I want to focus on our rhythm a bit. Real quick, I do have a bunch of cool lessons that are not on YouTube. You can click the link below and check those out, some blues styles and things like that. But anyway, let's get to the lesson right now. Here we go. This lesson, we're going to focus on the root that's on the A string. And so right now I'm up on the 7th fret. That's an E note. And we're going to start with the classic James Brown chord, the 9 chord. It's called E9. I'm going to put my middle finger on that root. And then I'm going to put my index finger half step lower on the D string there. Now, I've seen some really good guitar players play it with their ring finger and pinky. I've also seen good players that can do this with their ring finger covering all 3 strings, the high E, the B, and the G, and then you've got index finger right here, okay? So that's called an E9. You could just play these, you could add your pinky, you can do that, that's what I prefer. Also when you're playing funk and rhythm, you could forget these and just put your index finger over these 3. You know, for a more rhythm thing. And funk guitar is a lot more like playing percussion, so you know, you want bright notes that kind of cut through. And you don't also want to leave space. You want to leave space. You don't want to be, you know, taking up every single, you know, breath of air. You need a little pocket. So we have this chord. That's how I'm going to play it. I think you should practice it that way if you can. And then what we're going to do is just go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... And all rhythm guitar, you're kind of doing the pace with your rhythm hand. And a bar chord or a 9 chord like this, I can actually not press down the chord but have it ready. So if it's tricky for you right now, I believe you can do it, and I'm really excited about that with you. But we can take it nice and easy, and we've got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Just hit that 1. Okay, then you could go, you know, 1, 2, 3, and 4, but only those hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for practice. Okay, or you could do, you know, just to work on your rhythm, you could do the 1 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then all that squeezing and relaxing. So that time it was, so it was a down, See that? Just that first down of the da-da-da-da-da-da. Then we're going to do an up. So watch. Try that again. Then that down again. Check it out. Down, up, down. A little slower. Then it starts over. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. Now, if you could immediately make it more aggressive sounding and also darker by adding what's called the sharp 9 instead of the natural 9. The natural 9's right there, the sharp 9's right there, so you can play, it's called the Hendrix chord. So you can immediately switch to that if you wanted a more aggressive groove sound, as opposed to... So with this pretty 9 chord, you have this little cluster right here, and you can actually just slide the whole thing up and back. Or while you're holding this 9 chord, you could add a pinky to all 3, but I usually it's just the high E. And that's called the 13 right there. And you can actually play it as a chord like that too, Now, if we were to, let's say, go to the 4 chord, like if we were playing the blues, you could just take that 9 chord and move it up to where the A is on the 12th fret. And then a classic James Brown thing is adding the pinky like this. And then maybe something like this, a whole step lower. Now look at my right hand when I'm doing it. And funk was not, you can't be a funk guitar player in one lesson, but these are definitely things that, you should break down nice and slow. So we've got... But look at my right hand, it's still doing that 16th note thing. And then up a whole step. Now another thing that you can actually mix in there, the root's right there, and this is like a bluesy chord, but you could play just a straight up E major bar chord right here too, combined with it. Also put your ring finger on that root and just play what we normally play as a C7, but the root's right there, so it's an E7. You can mix in your regular bar chord 7s too. lesson. I hope you had fun. Just remember, there's some really cool lessons down here that you can check out that are free, and they're not on YouTube, so I always appreciate that. Anyway, we'll see you in another lesson real soon. Take care.